Hi everyone, good day. You must be surprised to see me here. Alright, so I decided to come up live and share something very interesting with us. I had a little bit of change of daily calendar, so I try to maximize this time and do this. So I have something to share with us today. So if you're single or you are about to wed or you're already married, probably less than 5 years in marriage, okay, I want you to watch this video to the end, and like I said in the caption, tag other women to be part of this section or to watch the replay. Okay, the singles that you know, those that are about to wed, those that are married, from 1 to 5 years, okay, or zero to 5 years. There's newly married and up to 5 years. So I have a book in my hand. The New Bride's Handbook, Navigating Marriage with Ease, and I'm going to be sharing a couple of things with you from there. This book, I published this book last year. With two other books, Dating with Purpose and The Winning Wife. But I want to start with this today to, will I say review now? I wouldn't know what to call it, but I will share something with you from the content of this book, okay? From the content of this book. Then you can get the book and get the rest of the knowledge. So this book is titled The New Bride's Handbook, and the subtitle is Navigating Marriage with Ease, proudly written by yours truly. Published last year. I actually launched the book on my birthday, on my 30th birthday. So let me run through the table of contents for this particular book. We have the introduction, we have the chapter 1, expectations of marriage versus the reality. So what people actually think marriage is versus what truly marriage is. So what are some common expectations and realities about marriage? Now, this reality is not just my reality. I had to engage other wives. I had to do some research before I came up with these realities. Okay, both from the scripture, both from the society. So we'll look at the common expectations and the realities about marriage. Then we'll have the chapter 2, which is understanding communication and how to resolve conflicts. Understanding communication and how to resolve conflicts. So a lot of young brides get confused when they get into marriage and they discover that the person that they were having love call with is not finding it very difficult to communicate with them. Okay, it's either you're finding it hard to communicate the way you're feeling, or when you even try to initiate the conversation, it leads to quarrels, it leads to misunderstandings and all of that. And you either want to give up or you want to withdraw. Okay, you want to give up, you want to withdraw, or just want to keep silent. All right, let peace reign. But does real peace actually reign when you're sweeping things under the carpet? Peace does not reign like that. You're just bottling things, and before you know it, it can just affect you. Okay, it can only affect you. So I wrote down factors to consider while communicating, things you need to know about communication. Factors affecting communication, things that will make you not to communicate effectively with your husband, conflict resolution and forgiveness. All right, I showed you how to practical ways to actually resolve conflict, and I gave some discussion tasks. Okay, the tasks you can carry out by yourself or with your partner. We have chapter 3. This book has 15 chapters. Okay, so I'm not going to be reading through the table of contents, but like explaining it, and I'll just pick out a chapter and talk about that. So we have chapter 3, building a united home front, how to establish shared values and goals, how to create a joint vision for your marriage. We have chapter 4, merge lives, not identities. Some women get into marriage and they forget themselves, forget their dreams, their aspirations, everything is buried. Okay, but I wrote about how to merge lives, not really your identity, because you're first a woman before a wife. Then we'll have coping with in-laws and extended family. This book is quite detailed. It will give you most of the things you need to navigate marriage with ease, to stabilize as a new bride, okay? How to set boundaries as a wife, how to build healthy relationships, family dynamics worksheets is here as well. How to be able to carry out the things that I wrote in this book. I have chapter 6, emotional intelligence. This is something that is lacking in our world, in our society, and some people carry it to their marriages. So I have emotional intimacy exercises, things that can help you to grow intimate, the tasks you can carry out, done for you, simple things that you can do, and you navigate this marriage with so much ease, no pressure. Then how to navigate sexual expectation, secrets to a healthy sex life, sexual expectation exercises, okay? I have chapter 8, date night and quality time. I have a worksheet there. I have a quality time schedule there. Then laughter and playfulness, the tips to actually keep joy, happiness rolling in your home. I have financial harmony, how to manage your finances. Then your budgeting worksheet is here. Then household and domestic duties. Who should do this in the home? Who should not do that? How can you be able to balance your responsibilities as a career mom or a stay-at-home mom with the other activities in the home? It's right here. Then some action plan. Then how to manage your time and prioritize. I have a prioritizing task sheet here. Then how to support each other's goals. There is a worksheet attached to it. Maintaining friendships and social life, how to build a social network, because you're not just here just to enjoy your life, you're also here to also build relationship for your children, build a legacy for yourself, and you can leverage relationship to do that. Okay? Maintaining friendships and social life, embrace the journey. You're married is that you're married. So instead of you crying, oh, things have changed, it doesn't used to be this way, how do I adjust? How do you face your reality? Then I have some closing remarks here. So I will know the chapter you want me to actually talk on. I will know the chapter, but let me check. Okay, I think I should look at chapter 2, which is expectation versus reality. Okay, I don't know how long that is, but I wouldn't share everything. I'll just look at 2 out of that. Okay, so we have about 10 expectations and reality. Check here. So what people actually expect and what is actually the reality. Okay, so number 1 is marriage will limit me. I'll be stagnant if I get married. There are people with that mindset. There are people with that orientation that once they get into marriage, marriage will limit them. Marriage will stop them from flying. Marriage will stop them from becoming who they want to become. So you see such persons, they will now tell you, okay, I want to make certain money. I want to build my career to an extent because I have responsibilities to my family. I'm talking about the women now. I have responsibilities to my siblings. I want them to get stabilized, this, that, and it's affecting them. They keep going on and on. And before you know it, they've come up to a time where they are not looking for suitors. They now want to do anything can go. Okay, now let me read through what I have here because this will be a very short section. Okay, it will be a very short section. So as a wife and a mother, I can tell that marriage is beautiful, but it can only stop you if you wish to be stopped. Marriage is a beautiful journey. It wasn't designed by God to stop you from becoming whoever you want to become. But marriage, it can stop you only if you wish. Okay? Haven't you seen women who are married and they are climbing the ladder of success? Women who are married and they are doing things that they never even did when they were single. So as a married woman, I have achieved, I'm talking about my own experience now, I've achieved a lot of things I never did when I was single. I have authored, when I wrote this book, I've authored 10 books, but right now it's 14 as a wife. With my first written as a nursing wife, as a nursing mother. I wrote my first book as a nursing mother. My child was not up to 1 year when I wrote my first book. Okay, not to brag, but I'm saying that against all odds, you can push to become who you want to become. You can take those steps to, become that kind of woman you want to become, even in marriage, even with your plenty responsibilities. I became a certified life coach and marriage relationship mentor while in marriage, not when I was single. My coaching brand, Blissful Singles and Couples Academy, has impacted over 10,000 lives with numerous testimonies. Now, if we combine those in my online space, there are over millions of them. So 10,000 is just like a flat rate of people that either they've bought my books or they've joined my coaching programs or they're in my online communities. But if you talk about people that I'm impacting the online space, you will know that there are millions of them. Okay. I run free and paid online and offline communities for women, and they are all thriving, and I'm still happily married. So I am married yet pushing my goals. However, I was very careful. And by the grace of God, I chose a partner who understood my aspirations and he's not a threat. So you see why I said if you're single, this section will help you. Because if you choose wrong, if you make the mistake of who you're supposed to get married to, it is going to affect you. So fulfilling your aspirations, pushing your goals becomes a mirage if you choose wrong. This is why when I talk to singles, I talk to them with all my heart, because I know the danger in choosing the wrong marriage partner. Instead of my husband being a threat, he complements my shared life. He complements my vision. He complements my life. So marrying the wrong person can suffocate a woman's dream. So when you see women that are not doing well in marriage, trace it to who they got married to. Most times it's not because they don't want to do anything for themselves, but it's because of the kind of person they got married to. So you can trace it there. The man will suffocate your dream, lead you to a prison of expectation, limitation, and suppressed potential. There are women that you are seeing, they were burning for God when you were single, they had some businesses, they had some things they were doing, but all of a sudden the light is off. All of a sudden they don't have any zeal, they don't have any passion, they're not doing anything again for themselves. What a lot of women lack is drive and passion after marriage. You don't need to settle for less because you're married. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. Don't settle. You know, they say, let us settle down. You now get into marriage and you now settle. You now think, okay, that is that. Like, I have relaxed. I've gotten the trophy. Man is the trophy. There is more to life than just to get married, be Mrs., be a Chalugo, to an Odogu, and all of that. There is more to your life. There is so much to do with your life in marriage, and nothing should stop you. Not even children. All you need is to be intentional and totally depend on God. With the support of your partner, the sky can only be your starting point and not your limitation. Don't stop dreaming. Keep your vision alive. Even if any phase of your life may want to slow you down, probably you just got pregnant, probably you just gave birth. You may not be traveling here and there for those conferences. You may not be doing those things that you've always wanted to do. It may slow you down, but come on, you can still study while at home. There are courses you can take at home from the comfort of your home. So as you're breastfeeding your child, you know, as you're doing certain things, you are still studying. You are still increasing your knowledge bank. You can still build your online presence. You can still build your brand, even as a nursing mom, even as a stay-at-home mom. So don't allow anything to limit you. I've shared this story a couple of times, how I was able to start my ministry expression for women during my omugo. Omugo is that period of your life as a mom where you're nursing your child. You're not expected to go out, just stay at home for like 3 months to take proper care of yourself and your baby before you get back to work. That was when I conceived that vision. And today that vision has blessed a lot of women. So what if I was just thinking about myself? What if I just buried the vision that God has given to me because I'm nursing a child? You can do more, you can become more. I tell my students that in the academy. You can do more and you can become more. Okay? So, a phase of your life can slow you down, but you need to understand that it is only for a moment. It is only for a season. Yesterday in my life section, I talked about seasons of womanhood and how to maximize it. How to maximize seasons of womanhood. Okay? So, you need to know that seasons of life should not stop you. They can actually slow you down. I will tell you the truth. I don't like lying to people I talk to, especially women. Because you see women, you know, they begin to feel, oh, nobody told me this. I try my best to speak the truth, the best I can. So a phase of your life may slow you down. If you're a first-time mom, you're trying to understand yourself, you know, some people are complaining to me. I have wives in my inner circle, they just conceive. They're like, when will I have my body back? When will I have myself back? I don't understand myself and all of that. I try my best to tell them that you can get uncomfortable. In fact, a time will come when you're pregnant, you cannot even sleep the way you used to. I remember when I was carrying 2 of my children, okay, you can't lie down flat the way you want to. They will tell you to lie by the side. If not, it's going to affect the baby and you have to. You can't just go and lie down anyhow. That comfort will be taken away from you, but trust me, it will be worth the wait. By the end of the 9 months journey, by the time that baby drops, you'll be like someone they poured ice water on your body. I've experienced things right, so I can tell you. You'll be like someone they poured ice water. That contraction is gone. The pain, you know, the joy of seeing your baby alone. But you were the one feeling discomfort a few months ago. Right now, all those things are over. So I want you to know that you can be going through a phase in your life that is not comfortable for you, but you should see it as a momentary thing. Don't see it as permanent. You won't be pregnant forever. You won't be a nursing mom forever. You can be seeing other women jumping here and there, doing things, and you're like, oh, when can I be able to do this? Admire them, but don't allow jealousy to creep in. Don't allow resentment, because some women will begin to feel a certain kind of way towards their children. They will pour out the frustration on their children, and it should not be so. Okay? Keep your vision alive. Don't allow any phase of your life to stop you. When you bounce back, don't look back. By the time you're done giving birth, don't look back. Pursue your dreams, your vision, your aspiration like your life depends on it. By the time you're done with that season of your life that it was looking like you paused it so that you can take care of yourself and your baby and your family, don't look back. Okay? So I had a female classmate who got married early in our first year. Initially, many of us got worried about how her marriage might affect her studies. Okay, some of us got worried. Will she stop school? Some of us were like, what's going to happen to her academics? How will she study? Someone like me, honestly, I didn't want to get married in school because I knew the burden. I knew the weight. In fact, I told my husband then, we were not married, but I was telling him like, I didn't want to get married in school because I was just seeing women, pregnant women climbing bike. You see them on top of bike. I'm like, Me, like, if somebody is pregnant, I used to see the person like egg, pamper yourself, and now you're jumping bike, and you know the stress of the lecture is no longer holding here, the lecture is holding here. So you see people jumping from one place to another. So I was like, this should be comfortable for a single person, not a married woman that has a child. So I was really worried for her. I was concerned about the possibility of, her combining the marriage, academics, and all of that. But all my fears disappeared when I saw how determined she was to make things work without losing any side. My friend Chisom, she will always be in school for lectures. She did not miss lectures. The only time she will travel home to go and see her husband, her husband will come over, will be doing weekend. She was staying alone. So she actually tried her best to manage her school responsibilities and the fact that she was a wife. And one thing I also love about her is that her husband was incredibly supportive. The husband supported her, gave her a safe space, she stayed alone, provided basic things that she needed, made sure that she was not distracted in school. Not this one, he will call her every time they're coming back. No, this one was mostly in school. Well, immediately we are going on break. That first day that I said that is break, you see her in her house, in her husband's house. So that was how it was for her. Okay. So her husband was incredibly supportive. He helped her by getting a private apartment near the campus. Okay. Making it easy for her to focus on her studies. He would always visit her and she would travel home periodically, all juggling through her academics. You see why I said that it starts from you getting married right. It starts from you getting married right, okay? She graduated with our class, with her set, completed her NYSC just like every other person. She didn't have an extra year. Chisom did not have an extra year. Chisom did not have a carryover, okay? Her marriage did not limit her. Instead, it became a source of support and encouragement. Her husband played a huge role and she was also determined. I've seen men that will tell you, I will see you through school when you get married, and they did not. I've seen people like that. So please choose well. Okay, choose well. There are lots of other similar experiences as well. So try your best to delete every negative expectation you're having that marriage will limit you. It took Chisom to let me know that you can actually do it. I was having that fear, but I saw her do all of that firsthand, and I was convinced that it is possible. So never think that marriage will limit you and stop you. The only thing that can stop you and limit you is if you choose wrongly, that is one, and if you are not determined. So that is that. So the reality check, that's the expectation, right? So I will stop at the reality check, and that will be that for the video. An ideal marriage should be a catalyst for your personal growth. You know what is catalyst? So a catalyst is what speeds up chemical reactions. Yes, I'm a science student. Okay, so a catalyst speeds up chemical reactions. So marriage is supposed to speed up the activities of your life. Marriage is supposed to make you a better person. Being married is supposed to make you more beautiful. Are you not seeing the way I'm glowing? I am happily married, okay, doing my things, and I'm not feeling any form of regret. So you need to see it, you need to face the reality. all right, that marriage is a catalyst to your personal growth, not a replacement for individual development. Not a replacement for individual development. So develop yourself. I will always say that marriage partnership should not negate individualism. What does that mean? That you're married to a man does not mean that you will not have a personal walk with God. Does not mean that you will not study personally. Does not mean that you will not have a personal account. Does not mean that you will neglect yourself all because you're married. So the man should, focus on individualism. You too focus on individualism. Then both of you should now partner together to make marriage work. That is what makes marriage beautiful. But when everything you're doing, you're the sacrificial lamb, sacrificing yourself, your happiness, everything about you because you're married. Oh, I can't further my school. I'm married. I can't do this. I'm married. But there are other women who are married and they are doing that thing. Now you see that it is not marriage stopping you, it is you stopping yourself. Whenever I talk about this, there is one woman I always make reference to, Bishop Funke Adejumo. Currently, I don't know if she's done, but last time I saw on social media, she was studying law as a grandmother. Studying law as a grandmother, back to school. So she's showing a possibility, and she has businesses to her name. She has a ministry. She's also climbing in her education. So she's a perfect inspiration and a model to show you that you can become whatever you want to become. Motherhood can slow you down, like I said, but it should not stop you. This is why I will always encourage single ladies, marry men who will support, be a support system for you. Marry a man that will be supportive. Marry a man that will be highly supportive of your dreams, of your vision, of your aspiration. There are times things won't make sense to you any longer, but your husband's words or acts will make a difference. In fact, I experienced this morning. Things may not be making sense to you. You are feeling discouraged. You are feeling this. I just feel this should be happening, and it's not happening. Would you imagine when you are now with a household enemy? Just imagine it. You are with a household enemy. Someone that will not allow you. So someone that will, instead of encouraging you, he's looking down on you. Someone that instead of encouraging you, he's speaking negative words towards you. It's not going to help you at all. It's not going to help you. Okay? So another notable misconception in this line is when you think that your husband will change or he will fix you. Personal growth is individual. Personal growth is individual. Just like I will always use this instance, okay? I will use it again. If you're eating, you're the one that will get healthy. If I'm eating junk and you're feeling healthy, you're the one that will look healthy and actually live healthy. But me, I will meet the repercussion of my actions. So I can't be reading and you're the one getting mentally developed. I can't be praying and you're the one growing spiritually. So any investment you make in yourself, you are the one that will reap the dividends afterwards. So if you choose to pursue your personal development because you are married, you will watch other women who are paying the price for their marriages, climbing the ladder of success, and you are wondering what is happening. It is not marriage, it is you stopping yourself. It is not village people, it is you stopping yourself. Okay? So just like no one will eat food on your behalf, no one can grow mentally or emotionally for you. Your husband cannot transform you or solve all your challenges. Your husband is not El Shaddai. Some people will say it's not El Shaddai, else he dies. So your husband is not the person that will fix you. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. Have a vision for yourself. Even in marriage, set goals for your life. He can only support your individual growth. But take charge of your life and push towards becoming a better wife. Personal growth happens individually, not together. We can grow together as a couple, but we are growing individually as a spouse. One way to make this fun and achievable is by supporting each other's growth. My husband, I support his ministry, I support his passion. He too does the same. So we are pushing. Okay? We are enjoying ourselves. Marriage is growing. So think, if you look out for your partner and he does the same, growth becomes mutual. Marriage becomes beautiful and fun. So think about your personal growth as a priority, as a wife, as a woman. When was the last time you read a book? When was the last time you watched a YouTube video that would change your mind? When was the last time you paid for a training? When was the last time you did something that is showing that you're personally improving yourself? When was the last time you did that? Children will go to school. All you will do is to press phone from morning till night. You will not read a book. You will not watch a YouTube video. You will not pay for a class. Let me use myself for instance. Currently, I'm going through a training okay, with Mr. Valo Kafo. And while I'm taking that training for myself, I am also training other women in my certification training, people that want to become certified ladies coaches. By 12, I'll be having a session with them. So I'm doing this right now because it's not time for the section. By 12, you will see me here. I'll be speaking to them. I'll be training them, okay? So you need to see your growth as a priority. You need to see your growth as a priority. So I am investing in myself. I am reading books. I am getting better because I know that this life, not per head though. See, salvation is per head. You can't say my husband is a born again. He's a born again. He's, you know, and you don't want to also develop yourself. So as a wife, there is need for you to do what? Develop yourself. So think about personal growth as a priority. Think about personal growth as a priority. So what do you want to achieve, dear woman? What do you want to achieve? What impact do you want to make in your life? What do you want people to remember you for? Okay, my husband and I have ways by which we actively support each other. I can see a video, I will share with him. He can see a video he shares with me. He can read a book and recommend it to me. I can read a book and recommend to him. You know, we are reading. One day my children met us in the room. It's like, she was like, you and daddy like to read. You people like to read too much. And we told them, oh yeah, go and carry a book and be reading. And immediately we gave them books. They went to the room. They started carry the book. They stay. You need to know that reading is a culture and it's a healthy culture. But you need to also model it. If you're the only one growing in your marriage, it's going to affect you because your husband will not be on the same level. But if the both of you are growing together, it is going to help you a whole lot. So if you are married and you're listening to me today, ensure that you prioritize personal development. Ensure that you prioritize personal growth. Ensure that you prioritize personal growth, and then ensure you are growing together with your partner. Couples that grow together, bond together. Couples that grow together, do what? They bond together. Okay, because mentally you are in alignment. Mentally you understand each other. You understand yourselves. One powerful question you need to ask yourself, dear wife, is what legacy do you want to leave behind? Do you want people to only remember you as Mrs. This? That's the only thing you want to be remembered for. Or do you want to leave a legacy behind for your generation, for generations yet unborn, for your children? What legacy do you want to be known for? Mrs. Somebody? Or do you want to be remembered for the lives you have touched? Do you want to be remembered for the impact you have created? Your identity should never be defined by your marital status alone. I love to use Deborah in the Bible as a reference point when I talk about this. Deborah, her name was mentioned first. Deborah, an individual. Deborah, a person. Deborah, an identity. Before Deborah, a judge. Before Deborah, the wife to Labidot. So wife to Labidot was not the first thing. Wife to Labidot was not the first thing. Deborah, you have a name. You are an individual. You are a personality. So you need to treat yourself that way. Treat yourself as a person. Don't be too clingy. Always hiding in what your husband is doing. Always is you. I'm not saying you should not partner, but no, you should also prioritize individualism. Your identity should never be defined by just your marital status alone, okay? Self-definition is very important. I've seen two women, we might even know them, I won't mention name, in the world, secular world, okay? Two women, their light started shining the moment they left their marriages. People started celebrating them the moment they left their marriages. And now they are painting the picture that marriage suffocates a woman. And that is a wrong model to the singles. That is a wrong model to the singles. Okay? The minute they left their marriage, endorsements here and there, you know, people started celebrating them, they started granting interviews. But when they were married, the only thing people knew them for was their husband. So it was not looking like they were in a cage. Marriage is not a cage. If you marry well, you will realize that you have all the freedom. Of course, with the support of your partner. But marriage is not a cage. It is not a cage. You can fly as high as you want to. You can do whatever you want to do. You can become whoever you want to become. But it starts with marrying well and of course, having the support of your partner. I know why I'm doing that, because I'm not raising rebels. I'm not one. I will always tell you, with the support of your partner, because you need to carry your partner along, okay? Self-definition is very important. Self-definition is very important. Define yourself, define your purpose, define your assignment, define your passion, your vision, and all of that. It is very, very important. And I said it will help you in the long run. Okay? It will help you in the long run. This is why I will always advise single ladies to find purpose before love finds them. Find your purpose. Define where you want to go to. Yesterday, I talked about the seasons of womanhood. Please, if you were not in yesterday's section, please, I beg you, do well to catch the replay. I pinned it as one of my videos, and I'll pin this one as well, okay? Do well to catch the replay, because I took my time to explain different seasons of womanhood and what is expected of you per season, okay? So ensure you define your path before love finds you, because it makes the journey easier for you. You know who to get married to, you know what you should be doing and all of that. So, however, if you were not fortunate, because this section is basically for wives, right? And singles that are about to get married, okay? So if you were not fortunate to actually define yourself before purpose discovery, you need to sit down now and live up to the demands of your purpose, so that marital responsibility does not swallow it. Some women, marriage have swallowed their voice. Marriage has swallowed their vision, purpose, and all of that. So this section is supposed to ignite something in you that will bring you back to reality. That you are first an individual, you are first a woman, you are first a person before marriage. Okay? While you're married, remember to leave your footprint in the sand of time, things that you want to be remembered for in future. But this can happen when you realize that marriage enhances individuality. So do well to maintain your interest. So for those of us that were not here when I started, I'm reading this, I'm teaching this from this book, the New Bride's Handbook, Navigating Marriage with Ease. So if you're single or you're less than 5 years in marriage, I recommend this book to you. The hard copy is available. The soft copy is available. You need it. Please drop a comment or reach out to me on WhatsApp 0813-8988-909 to place a copy for yourself. The ebook is sold for 4,000 naira. The hard copy is sold for 6,000 naira. So you can get either the soft copy or the hard copy. Get it, read it. It's a manual that will help you to navigate marriage with ease. Okay? So just as I want to conclude this, here are a few things you should know, okay, about the realities of marriage. Number one is marriage requires effort and communication. A blissful marriage demands dedicated work. You cannot live your marriage by chance. You need to put in the required effort. You need to do the work. You must intentionally invest effort into building your home, into raising your children, into satisfying your partner, into improving your financial situation. These are critical components of a strong marriage. When we say blissful marriage, this is what it means to have a blissful marriage. All round you are balanced. You are putting in the work required for your marriage to thrive. These are critical components for your marriage to stand firm. So you need to carefully put each of them in place. All right. So this is where I'm going to be ending right now. I want to believe you gained something from this video. And I want to encourage you to get this book. Let me read about the book. About the book, From Miss to Mrs. You are brimming with energy. Remember the day you walked down the aisle, right? Super excited. Every eye was on you. The attention was on you. You were ready to take on the world. But pause for a moment. Will the butterflies in your tummy always flutter for your hobby? Do you even know what you have gotten yourself into? Okay, so I'm going to tell you that marriage, it takes beyond feelings for marriage to work. And I agree to that. It takes more than feelings. I feel. You may not always feel it. You may not always feel it, okay? Welcome to marriage, a journey where the realities begin to unfold with each passing day. Do you know what lies ahead in this beautiful adventure as a new bride? Well, you don't, but I do. Being there and still in it, waxing stronger and glowing, really allow me to guide you through my years of experience as once a new bride. Together, we will explore what awaits, how to truly enjoy the ride, and unravel the myths and the fantasies you've been told. Welcome to marriage, dear new bride, a place where the tests come before the lessons and only the prepared will scare through. I truly wish you would get this book and read. the soft copy or the hard copy. I truly wish you get it and read it, and I look forward to getting your feedback. If you go to the link on my bio, you will see the link to my seller store. You can get the book there. Okay, you can get the book there on seller. You can reach out to me on WhatsApp to pay directly. You can as well reach out to me to get the hard copy as well. So thank you so much to everyone that is watching this video right now. I celebrate you. God bless you so much. Comfort Oluwatosin Akiyemi, I love you. I celebrate you. Thank you for joining. I saw Dr. Ebere. Please, if you're online, drop a comment. Let me know you're here. I want to celebrate you. I want to recognize you. If you joined the live section, I saw Victoria, she joined earlier. I saw Dr. Ebere. I saw Victory. Thank you so much. If you're still here, please let me know. Let me know if you're still here. Let me know if you're still here. Thank you so much. And please share this video. Yes, share this video. It's going to bless a lot of women. It's just a short video. I just decided to come live and share this with us. Would you not want to see me live again? I think I should do this more often. Okay, come live, even though it wasn't announced or all of that, but I know someone will come across this video, a wife out there feeling discouraged, you know, and all of that, and they'll be able to bounce back. Thank you so much, and do have an amazing day. Bye.